Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. Today we're going to be doing a pushback bob with the illusion part. So now I'm just explaining to you how I achieved the braid pattern, which was 2 braids going down, then folded up. Right now I'm just cutting the cap, and I'm gonna start bunding the hair. And this hair was solo green hair in 1B27 or 1B613, I believe. No, it was a 1B27 and a 12 and a 10 inch. No, 12 and a 14, I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna start bunding the hair, and I bunded the hair behind the ear. It's molded down with a pushback, so it's a behind the ear bob. So I just bunded it all the way around until I got to the top. And never bun at the very, very bottom unless you're trying to achieve like more of a natural kind of cut bob. So yeah, now I'm bunding the tracks. And I did speed the video up just to cut off some of the film time, so the video won't be extremely long, because I know you guys don't really like sitting through the same process over and over for a long period of time. So I sped it up a little bit, and I'm gonna do this more often. That way you guys can get to the finished look faster. But I do appreciate if you guys watch the whole video. Okay, so on this side right here, I bonded the longer tracks in this area because it's gonna drop longer. So pretty much what I did was stop the shorter track. I started the tracks behind the ear on the other side and stopped at the beginning of the ear on this side. So that way I can bond the longer length hair on this side so it can drop longer. You don't have to do this. You can do it the other way, like put the longer on the top or the longer on the bottom, but to me this is very much a better way to achieve a longer length without having to bun the hair all at once. You can cut it off at that section and just start bunding the longer hair. Okay, so this is my best friend's lace glue. I use this on all of my illusion parts. You can find her at Milani Mania on Instagram. I'll try to get the link and put it in the description if you want to get the glue. It's really, really good glue, especially if you're a beginner. It's really good glue. So I'll try to get the link and put it in the description. And when you're doing your illusion part, when you put the glue in the part, make sure you put a little bit of it on the tracks too. That way it can stick from the beginning of the part to the beginning of the track. That way it can be it won't shed faster. Your clients won't have to worry about shedding when they comb it, or if you're doing your hair, you don't have to worry about it shedding when you comb it. So just put the glue at the beginning of the part to the whole length of the part, and then put it on the tracks as well. That way you can stop the slippage and having the part look bald. That's why mine's never shed out, is because that's the way I do it. So when I finish my part, I always take the dryer and put some heat to it, or cool air depending on which glue I use, just to dry the part completely. And I pat it down with the tip of the silver comb. So that's another tip too. You can do that just so you can make sure that the part is completely done. And if you have some pieces that is out of space, out of place, you can just go in with scissors and cut it. Don't cut the client's hair though, just cut where the hair starts the track, so you can make your part much cleaner as well. And you also should touch up your part when you done with it, in case some some hair slipped out where the glue dried faster than other areas. Just do that too. And you can do it again too, just to clean it up completely. Again, no slippage. Once it's done, like once it's completed, I check my work, go back over everything to make sure it's no spots or anything. Once that part done and the hair, she walks out of here, that part is not gonna shed at all. It may grow out, but it's not gonna shed. You're not gonna have patches and blotches in your part, not when you come to me. Okay, y'all. So this is also my friend's hair product. It's my best friend's hair product. It's Edge Control, and when I tell you it's the best edge control out there, it lays down any hair type. It lasts. You know, I even use this on when I'm doing lace fronts. I use this on my edges that way as well, because my clients' edges never move. Although people may think it's hard. It's not hard. It's very soft but firm. So yeah, try that too. Milani Mania on Instagram. So now let's cut, you guys. I usually always start in the middle. That way I can see what length I want if it's a blunt bob. So I usually start in the middle and I just go across. And when I get to the shoulder part, I cut upward to meet the where I started the first initial cut at. So I just start cut in the middle, and then I go to the side and I start from the shoulders and I cut upwards. And I'll just keep following that cut as I go. That way I can get a nice even cut, or whatever way I'm cutting the bob, just a clean cut. So anyway she turns her head, you won't see nothing out of place. And that's the look I achieve when I cut this way, or when I cut in general. So I always make sure the client hold their head down, over, back, every way. That way when anything is out of place, you can snip it. And that way when she blow in the wind, everything will fall back into place because it's cut perfect. Okay, so remember, I had started cutting on that side. Once I clean up that side, I'll go back over to that side. That way I can make sure, like I said, the cut is right no matter which way the client turn their head. There won't be no long pieces. When she drop her head, hold her head back, turn to either side, it's all gonna be even. It's nothing gonna be out of place at all. So remember, just make sure you have the client to hold their head every which way. That way you can check the cut. Because if the cut is right, either way she holds her head, the bob is gonna lay. Checking my work, making her hold her head different ways. That way I can cut and snip every direction. And I think at the end of the video, I ended up cutting the hair some more on the left side because I felt it was too long. So when I show you the finished result, you'll be able to see what I mean. Yeah, I thought it was kind of long, so I ended up cutting it later. Always remember to check your work and make sure you just have the client hold their head again, like I said, every way. That way you can see if anything needs to be done even after you flat iron. So always check your work, because once you check your work, you good to go. Long as your client is happy, make sure always before your clients leave, you ask them, is there something you want that they need to change or you want to do different? They want to do different. So that way when they leave your house, they can't say, I don't like this or whatever, because you've already showed them and they were happy when they left. So when they leave, as long as those tracks intact and it's the same way you showed her at the end, you don't have nothing to worry about. So always check your work at the end, and always make sure you show your client their hair and make sure everything is good for them. That way when they leave, you won't have an issue because you verified that they were happy with the service. Going back over, checking my work again, even though I flat ironed it and everything, I'm always double checking, triple checking, whatever it takes to make sure everything is on point. That's what I do. So please be sure to check your work. That is the most important part of the styling at the end. Make sure you check your work, make sure your client is happy before they leave. And like I said, I end up cutting that side before I recorded the ending result over here because I felt like it was too long. But other than that, everything is perfect to me, and she is happy, I'm happy. So happy client, happy life. And there it goes.